Hi everyone, it's Shay. I thought we'd take a walk today because look at this sky. Wow, not a cloud anywhere. That's so amazing. Look at that view of those mountains. I just love it with my little favorite trees. They look so good. I like these trees in the wintertime. In the summertime, they're not pretty. But in the wintertime, I think they look good. My poplar trees over here are some of my favorites. Anyway, so pretty. I'm walking on the other end of the street from the last video. I'm walking on the back side of Silver Lake, so this would be the third cross street, in street. So first, 10th. Look at that sky and the view. Oh, so pretty. The school hasn't gotten out yet, so the town's still pretty quiet. We only have about 17 kids, and they're 14 and under. And they go to another town that's about 15, 20 miles, because they have more kids than our town does, so we don't have a school here. Oh, it's beautiful today. Anyway, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about Silver Lake. There's less than 100 people here. I don't think I've ever seen 100 people at one time here. Maybe, like today, I went to the gas station and saw 2 people there. And then somebody pulled up and got gas. And there was 2 people in that truck. So there was 4 people. Then I walked down to the post office and I saw the male person chatting with another resident. So that was 2. So I'm up to 6. And then, then our mechanic, he came in. So that was 7 people, and I'd seen the mechanic twice in one day, so I'm only counting him once. You see Ted everywhere, so I saw him driving earlier. So I saw 7 whole people. If I see another person while I'm walking, so you're lucky to see maybe like on a busy day, like today, probably like 10 people. So not very many. Let's see. There's not a lot on this end of town, and I'm almost to the edge of town. So I thought I'd walk all the way down to the big main road, and I'm on the back road, on the back end right now. Oh, look at that mountain. So pretty. The blue skies are so gorgeous. Somebody's running a saw. Sounds like a skill saw or something. Oh. That over there. There's some trees. There's not a lot of trees in town. But you go back the other way, and there's the Deschutes Forest. And it's 50 miles between Silver Lake and Lapine. And Lapine's where we do a lot of our grocery shopping. And then our big shopping, like if you're gonna go to, you know, the bigger chains, you have to go to Bend, which is 80 miles. Look at those trees against that sky. And we're on the last street of Silver Lake. We're on 10th Street. We're passing somebody's house. I don't want to disturb them because they're working on their roof. In the summertime, sometimes there's 2 horses that are in this field. It looks really, really tall, but that isn't very tall. That's that sagebrush from those 9,000-year-old sandals. And then if it breaks off and dies, see that one right there? It turns into a tumbleweed. And then those blow around all the time. Always picking up tumbleweeds. See, there's another one. Look at those mountains. I just have mountains all the way around. Look at that. Of course, this area is my happy place that I got to pick this area because I'm a painter. So I have so many old buildings and structures, and the town's really quiet and it's not really busy. It's, you know, and such beautiful landscapes. And in the summertime, there's like not a lot of stuff going on. This summer, my grandson's always trying to hit me up for money. So, I got a plan. My plan this summer is, he's 12, is if he goes around, because there's only 10 streets, and look, we're almost at the main street right now. There's only 10 streets, so he can walk around. I'm gonna get 2 of those garbage picker thingies. I had one, but I broke it. Anyway, so I'm just gonna buy 2 more and some gloves. And if he walks around and helps me pick up, you know, there's not like a lot. Right now it's just all leaves, but there's a tiny bit. And it wouldn't take us, see, like, oh, that's a stick. I almost thought that was garbage, but it's a stick. It wouldn't take us very much to go along in these little ditches and pick up. See, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a piece of plastic. But it looks like somebody, oh, they bottomed out. I'm gonna put it right here because I can't pack that home. But anyway, I'm so ADHD, I get sidetracked, I know. I'm gonna pay my grandson to walk around with me, and maybe one of his buddies can come around with me and pick up all the trash. But I doubt that it would be more than 2 kitchen trash bags full, you know. And this is the end street, so there might be like a little bit more garbage in this area. But And of course, like some of the bigger stuff, I don't know, maybe I can talk the boys into building themselves a fort with, I mean, that's a big piece of wood. But we could do that. That would be a good project for them, and it would look great when I walk around and do my videos. There won't be garbage. Okay, so down this way is the cemetery. This is our bar and grill. Oh, cafe. There's a sign right there that says cafe. And then the cemetery is down by the old oak trees. And then, oh, and that's the sign that I took a video of, Silver Lake. I love this bar ranch looking thing. Like, how gorgeous is that scene right there? Look at that. Just back it up a little bit. Whoa, beautiful view, perfect painting. Maybe a horse in the field or something. Just take out that building right there. And, oh, look at that old fence. Gorgeous. Okay, so this way would be the way you would come into town. So, like, there's the white church, and past that is the store and stuff. But we're gonna walk that way. So there's a little bit of garbage there. And this gives me a chance to scope out how big of a task it's gonna be. You know, like, should we do teams? Should we just do it together, walk the 10 streets together? We could, it's like 9 streets, I think. There's no 7th street, I don't think. Here's 9th, so we'll see. But just coming along, kind of think that maybe we should do teams, one on each side of the road, but not separate, not have one start at one end and we start at the other. That way I can still kind of look and make sure that they're picking up stuff that is, you know, with their picker thingy and not actually physically handling it. Putting recyclables in one bag, and then of course garbage, and then if there's any hazardous materials. We got one sheriff in town, and you know, it'd be good. Oh, this is the little RV park. It's an RV park / mobile home / laundromat. There's 4 mobile homes, and then the RV, like, that's the laundromat. I've never actually been in there. I don't know. This is, oh, that's their sign. And then this is the school. That there is no school here, but this was the school. Oh, and then there's some old buildings. And this guy, I'm pretty sure somebody lives there. I love his hand pump for water on the porch. And then I could live without the antlers, but the house is pretty cool. Go back over here to the school. I don't actually know anybody who's been in it. So I don't know how many classrooms or anything like that. Well, we did have a little bit of traffic, but that's gone. We're coming up on the church. Look at those trees. Isn't that cool? Imagine, like, the little kids playing in the schoolyard if we had enough. I mean, it's a big looking school. It looks like it's at least 2 stories. And it has like a baseball field on the other side. I mean, it's not like super wide, but you know, it's pretty good size. Look at that sky. That's a youth center. I don't know any of the kids that actually go there, and I know at least, let's see. So I know my 3 grandkids, and then 6, 9, 10, I know 10 of the 17 kids that go, 11 of the 17 kids that live here. And none of them, I've asked them, and none of them know about that. Look at that tree, beautiful. And then that was that house, and then these are these trees. How pretty that is. I mean, it's chilly. Crisp is what I call it. It's crisp, but it's not too bad. I'm wearing 2 jackets, but no gloves. So it's a tad windy. Look at that old building. Oh, this driveway right here. I was walking past it. I don't think anybody lives in this house. But look at that driveway. You would drive in this way. And I don't know, is that a motorcycle lane, bike lane? What is going on? How cool is that? I would totally take out that portion of the fence and make it a circle driveway. Just because it's so cool. Look at this old house. Has a window in it. Oh wait, I did a video on this one. But I missed the garage because I remember later thinking, oh, should have gotten the garage in it. Look at that view. I mean, not the garbage. See, when I do a video, oh, there's a big old tumbleweed right there. When I do a video next time, it's gonna, when I have the kids do that, help me with the garbage, then I can just take a video wherever of anything beautiful, and I don't have to worry about garbage. And I don't think it would take us more than an hour or 2, eat lunch, and go back out, maybe another hour, so like 3 hours total. And we could have this whole place done. See, that's that building. It's the parking lot she uses. There's 4th. Oh, I forgot to look and see if 7th Street was there or not. I don't think so. 4th, 5th, 6th. Oh, so where 7th Street would be is that mobile home park, but there's no 7th Street. I love the trees. They look so good. This is our gas station. Oh my gosh, this is a long video. Look at that. I love the colors. I had eye surgery a couple years ago, and I was born with a cataract, and then I later on had an accident when I got older, and then another cataract developed over the other one. So I had one that was brown and one that was blue. I went in for surgery, and they went to remove the blue one, and then they decided to remove both of them. And so I was colorblind. My colors were, I wasn't colorblind, but my colors were off. They just, I don't know, they were just way different. So when I had the surgery and I walked outside, the sky was so different. It was just so different. This is our post office. That was our gas station. That's nothing. This is a hotel, and that's our grocery store. Anyway, the sky was a different color. It was more gray. And when I saw the blue, I just can never get enough. Just can never get enough of it. This is 2nd Street. So 1st Street would be on the other side of the store. But I'm gonna cross at 2nd Street. Because 1st Street, there's nothing on it. And these are some old buildings right here that we could walk past. Anyway, so when I see that view with the trees through the blue, and just the blue grabs me. Look at that old building. Those look like outhouses. Look at the little chimney. It's like another big building. Oh my gosh. Last year, I rode my bike. I used to ride my bike around, and then I rode up the street, and you see this bull's head? Well, lots rotted off since it was put there, because I came up on it like, I don't know, I think it was June or July, and it was not that old. And I haven't seen it since, because it didn't come this way, and now I just remembered it when I was walking past it. This looks like an old schoolhouse, but I don't know. It has 2 chimneys. But I wanted to get this building. It has a lot of old buildings on it, and that's our part of our gas station. This looks like an old schoolhouse. Or something. Porch don't look too safe. But imagine, where's the parking? Like, because this is the corner of the street right here. So you've got like no parking. These trees are super old. And in the summertime, they pretty much look like this. They don't change too much. This is an old building, or house, it looks like. That one actually looks like it has stuff in the window. And it still has curtains on that window. I don't know, it looks like there's graffiti. We don't have any teenagers here. They're all under 14. But when I first moved here, we had 1 teenager. And then I think he might have graduated or something. Okay. This is our firehouse. I'm gonna cut through the parking lot. On the back side of our firehouse is a playground for kids, a park. And the chopper lands right there in that big parking lot area. Beautiful sky. Every dog barks when you walk past because nobody walks around here. I just walked a whole town from 5th down to 10th, all the way to the main street, all the way up the main street, We're on 2nd. But I'm gonna cut through the park because we've all cut through the park. Okay, so we've got a picnic table. We have a bench. There's a barbecue grill. No alcohol, tobacco, or overnight camping. And then there's a gazebo type with another fire pit. Here's a tire. The swing set. This tree is cool. So that's the park. And then there's this old building that looks like a old jailhouse. And it's like dead. Look at the bench. Donated. Little boardwalk going off. Okay, so the chopper pad is that big green right there. Ooh, here's some old farming equipment. That's cool. Try to look through the window. You can't really see anything. This is the back side of the park. Going up. That's looking at town.